As I'm getting ready to live my life nomadically, one of the first things I did was get rid of that giant pickup truck. Now, I would love to own an electric pickup truck, like a Rivian or, you know, the Tesla truck or something, but I don't have any land to store it on and I don't have that kind of money. One of the most versatile tools in nomadic transportation is, of course, the humble bicycle. Now, I got this bike last year for a measly 200 bucks. It is over 10 years old now, but it's a nice bicycle. However, hauling the trailer with honey in the back, it takes me well over an hour to get to the village, and that just simply won't do. And I want to use that trailer more often. So I was looking at buying an electric bike, and there's a lot of electric bikes out there, and there's a lot of claims with everything electric, but the further you dig down, the more you realize you get what you pay for. And to get a decent electric bicycle is quite expensive. So I said, hey, why don't I just electrify the one I have? And that way I can make sure I build a decent one. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna build an electric bicycle. What's the difference between a good and a bad electric bike? Well, battery is a big expense there, right there, and you save a lot of money by buying a crappy battery. I did not buy a crappy battery. I got a nice 17 amp hour, 48 volt, large battery. This should give me a hell of a lot of range. Now, the next lynch point, of course, is the electric motor. I'm going mid-drive on mine, and I'm going pretty high-end. This is a Beifang, which is a Chinese manufacturer, but a well-loved, well-respected Chinese manufacturer, kind of the name in electric motors for bicycles especially. This is a 750 watt model, and it is, as you'll notice, a mid-drive. So this bolts into your crankset, and then from there, puts the power to the back wheel. You can get hub drives for front or back. There are a lot of reasons why you might do that, and there's a lot of reasons why you might not want to. In my personal opinion, the mid-drive is the best performing electric motor conversion. And everything else is just bits and bops. So let's get all these bits and bops installed. Test number one. Thumb throttle doesn't fit my bars. Oh, so I'm using just pedal assist. But watch this, I'm gonna go right up this hill, my top gear.
What do you think, honey? There he goes.
Okay. So what I just did, climbing that hill in top gear, that's the lowest setting. And it's got 12 more settings, and I just went up to 12, went up to 6. And it, like, I think I bottomed out on the tire on the speed bump. I was going too quick. I don't feel the trailer at all. In fact, I'm faster than I was with the trailer. already. At mode 9, you get 750 consistent watts, but it'll shoot over that. Just jumped all the way up to 1,000 right there. And I understand why they wanted the electric brake as well to deactivate the motor, because when I'm turning, like a low speed turn, I need to just like stop pedaling and like literally hang my feet off of it because I'm so worried about a surge of power in a low speed would just send me right off a cliff or something. So it's that, like, and it comes on for a full second or two of juice every time it feels any rotation. So it just whoop. So you got a tandem bike with a bodybuilder on the back just shooting you forward. So since I don't have that brake, I gotta be careful.
You mean the brake sensors, yeah.
Yeah, just
Honey?
the sensor. Oh, see what I mean? It's just like...
Yeah, I see the surge. Yeah,
surge.
yeah.
Okay, today is the day. I have work today at the food bank, and I am going to try and commute for the first time on this bike. Of course, it's threatening to rain, so I've got my rain jacket on. Let's see how it goes. Nice rain jacket. Nice rain jacket. You want to come up? Want to go for a ride? You do? All right, let's go. Hey, hey! Ride with your... Get in. Up you go. Hey! No, not here. Not here. No, I know. I need that. I need that. Come on, up here. Honey. You're just so excited, huh? All right, let's go. Wow, you're very graceful. How do you do it? All right, very successful first run. I'm a little bit sweaty. How I would explain it is you're still working, but the motor is doing maybe 2/3 of the work, half of the work, something in that range. And it's kind of like having if you've ever ridden a tandem bike, it's like having a person on the seat behind you who's like a bodybuilder, just cranking out the power. There's some extra weight there. You can feel it in the bike a little bit, but it's just, you're just cruising. And now it's all pedal assist for me. I started in mode 1 and I worked my way up all the way up to mode 9. And that last hill, which is like, I don't know, 5 or 6 stories tall and quite steep, I was able to power up it. The motor was running at full tilt and I was kind of pushing it at full tilt. And we were able to make it up. I think we crossed the finish line going about 15 kilometers an hour at the top. So not bad. I think we averaged 25, a little over 25 the whole way here. So it's a good speed. And I made it here pretty quick. What usually takes me an hour and 10 or 15 minutes, because it's all uphill, took me like 20. That's not to say I don't have complaints. I have quite a few. My light does not work. The light leads, I tested them, dead, nothing in there. None of these mounts fit. It would have been nice to have just a little bit more options. Like this one's so far from fitting, I had to zip tie it together. And this one was too large, I had to cut it down. So none of that fit properly. Came with a bottom bracket tool, but only for that bottom bracket. I had a different type of bottom bracket, so I had to get it out with a chisel because I forgot to order it and check ahead of time. This doesn't fit either. I had to, like, I have to put it kind of sideways because it's supposed to go further in, but of course these rear fork sets are way too tight for that to work. So I'll go jimmy rig something else up. It would have been nice also if it came with some better kind of waterproofing. I know they say the connectors are waterproof, but that's BS. I'd like to see maybe a big heat shrink pack come with these kits or something like that. The motor and battery are good quality, but it's all those little extra bits. Like I really wish they had put the effort into making it more compatible. I mean, not a lot of people do the road bike conversion, but so I understand that. A lot of people just do it to mountain bikes, but it would have been nice for it to just fit a little bit better. I pretty much just fell into this job backwards. Food bank here is run by PHC, People for a Healthy Community, which is housed in the Commons, a very unique building that was willed to us and is technically under Commons zoning, which is really interesting. It's also the only place on the island you can get a free shower, or a paid shower really for that matter, and that's why I ended up here. When I first got here, Captain Mike introduced me to the Commons, and I was able to get a shower in this little residential shower. And until I got the spot at Silva Bay with the dock and the showers there, that was where I've been getting my showers for years. The very first time I came here, I was also asked to do a small task, and that continued every single time I came here. And eventually they said, hey, you know what, come in, we're gonna do an official interview, but we're just gonna put you on the payroll because we'd like you to come in twice a week and help us run the food bank. It's been about 2.5 years. I have no background in social work whatsoever. I studied architecture, so I've learned a lot while being here, and it's just been a real eye-opener putting my politics into practice a little bit and just trying to keep people alive and keep them happy and help solve some problems. That's basically all we do. And Honey's job here is to clear out the rats that we sometimes get in our outbuildings. Sad. Where's the rat? Where's the rat? Go get the rat. Where's the rat? Where is it? Where is it? Go get it. No rats today. No rats today. We're back at the workshop, 47.2. The voltage climbs up and down depending on, you know, the draw, like what I'm drawing. Right at the last bit, there's a little hill, and I was drawing 960 watts or whatever. And it was dropping down well below half. So the total trip is just about 30 kilometers right there. I had it on the highest setting the whole time. We made it up and back in like 20 minutes plus change. The speedo was working on the way back. I saw an average speed of over 30 kilometers an hour, sometimes 35. I got it as high as 49 kilometers an hour. And I have a completely full, well, with Honey in here, this cart is completely full. It's quite heavy. I would say there's 100 pounds of groceries in there. Quite a successful haul. And I would say the range at full tilt with a full load like that, maybe 50 kilometers or something like that. So pretty good numbers, not bad. But there's still some more modifications I want to make. This journey's not over, but it's definitely a good start. Also, the trailer turns into a cart. I can wheel it down the dock into the dinghy and straight into my boat. How nice is that? So going forward, especially as this boat starts moving around, this is going to become incredibly useful. I mean, it already is, but even more so. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's episode. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm sorry that the episode's taken so long to get out, and I also want to thank Skillshare for lighting a fire on my butt to get this episode out, and for sponsoring this episode. For those of you who don't know, because you've been living under a rock, Skillshare is an online learning community with countless videos and under thousands of topics. They're short, concise, chapter by chapter broken down videos that help you walk through learning a new skill in a very formulaic way, and they're not full of fluff. There's no ad spots like this one. There's no preamble. It's just the good stuff. Lately, I've been trying to learn to do some programming. All my friends back home, most of them work in tech, so they all think I'm kind of tech illiterate. And then all my friends here on Gabriola don't work in tech, so they all think I'm a tech genius. I'm definitely neither of those things, but I'm also definitely not a programmer. So Skillshare has been walking me through all of that, and it's been pretty cool. They've been really getting my foundations right and setting the right standards for myself, so that I can then dig into the more specific things on the web in general. But Skillshare really helped me build that foundation. So if you're looking to check out Skillshare and you don't want to just do the 7-day free trial, well, you can do a whole month free trial for the price of one of your other streaming subscriptions. It's really not that much, guys. And the first 1,000 of you who click that link get the first month free. So what are you waiting for? Go check it out. Thank you so much, Skillshare, for sponsoring this episode, and thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm going to do a live stream later this week. I'll schedule it in, and we can talk about all the stuff that's been going on here. The boat is still going on. We're still working on the boat, okay? It's still being built. Chill. Everything's fine. I'm just bad at making videos, and editing them. Thanks.